Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
2nd and 3. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Nothing 19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. From the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, Swift.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
To DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 36-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. open. Here is Jones.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules knows about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Simi Fehoko.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So time has run out.